Hi everyone, it's Yitmarak and welcome to Read With Me. This is the beginning of a reading vlog series where I read a book and you follow along with me. In this vlog, I'm only reading one book and that is Illuminae by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I did a poll on Twitter and this is the one that people voted for, which I was happy about because this is the one I wanted to read the most. This intro is in the future because I did an intro in the past when I started this vlog and I hate it. I went into this not knowing a lot about it because that's how I like to read books. Like, the only thing that I knew was that this book was a sci-fi. This video does get a little bit spoilery. I try not to, but in terms of like plot, I do talk about it, so just beware that might be spoilers. And in addition, if you don't really want to follow along as I read this book, then I will be including a review of the entire thing, all my thoughts, what I think about it, what I'm rating it at the end of this video. So if you want to skip to that part, here's where it starts. Okay, that's it. That's my intro. Let's get on with the video. Bye.
Listen, I can't go home until I talk to you and get a few things off my heart.
No.
Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday. So last night I ended up reading until page 66. So here's what I gathered so far. So like I said, there's this colony and it was attacked by this company called Baytech because within this colony they were mining this product that Baytech wanted. It was being mined by their competitors. So I guess they wanted that product for themselves. They decided to bomb everything and kill all the civilians and everyone within the colony. But the UTA, which is the United Terran Authority, which is like space police, came and rescued some civilians and put them in 3 different ships: Alexander, Hypatia, and Copernicus. Baytech has this huge ass ship called Lincoln who's following them, so things are a little bit and we're following the 2 characters, Katie and Ezra, I think his name. They were both part of the colony and now Ezra is in Alexander and Katie is in Hypatia. They're in different ships. One of the ships, Copernicus, y'all, these names. Anyways, one of the ships ends up being bombed. They're trying to blame it on this enemy ship Lincoln, but it seems like it was an inside job. 2,000 people end up dying because the ship is blown up. And inside the book, I'll show you a clip. There's a few pages that show you the names of every single person that was on the ship. And in addition, it shows you pictures of everyone, like of all the women and all the children and all the men. And I thought that was a really interesting element to add because it just adds another level of reality. Not only to see the names, but to see everyone's faces. Going out. I am, of course, going to bring Illuminae with me, even if I just read 2-3 more pages. So I am back from my adventure. I read a little bit more than I thought. So it turns out that computer system, they call it Aiden decided to blow up Copernicus. I am not 100% sure it was only Aiden. I feel like there's more to it. Insert that dun 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 dun. I will say that so far I am really enjoying the setup of the book. All of the different files, I really love it because I never know what's coming next. It doesn't follow any sort of pattern. You get all sorts of different files. Sometimes we get emails or legal documents, or right now I really love that we get to see Katie write in her journal, so we get to see like journal entries by her. Those read a little bit more like a normal book would. And then we have a lot of like chats between characters. But so far, so good. I am really enjoying this. And I especially like that mystery factor that comes with all of these different files and stuff. Good afternoon, vlog. It's Wednesday. I already forgot what I wanted to say. This is why I should not be a vlogger. So I woke up relatively early today. I read a little bit more last night and made it to page 150, and then I read a little bit more this morning and I made it to page 160, which feels like a lot to me, but this book is 599 pages, so almost 600. So in terms of the way that it looks, I barely started it. I was kind of right about the virus thing. It was an attack by bait tech. For a second there, I thought it was going to be like a virus about zombies. So I was like, oh my god, this is going to be space zombies. What the virus does, it causes psychosis in a person. It causes you to be paranoid and to feel fear, and yeah, that's pretty much what I've gathered so far. But now I'm going on a Universal adventure. We're going to the parks, and when I say we, I mean me and Jonathan, who's here. Yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna try to read a little bit more, but so far so good. Sharing it. Pero si me tapa. Say hi. Oh, it's a video. Are you vlogging? I'm doing a reading vlog, but I'm here, so I'm vlogging this. Oh. Introduce yourself. That.
Are you gonna blur it out? So if I keep like cursing, you're gonna bleep it out?
Oh my god. This is why I can't have people in my videos.
Oh no.
Hello. Shit. Hello.
No, I don't understand.
Made it out of the park. If you start driving, my phone's gonna fall.
Slowly. Slowly.
I'm gonna read on my way to the casa. This is not gonna work. I'm self-conscious because you're here.
Hey guys, what's up? Yitmarak Matt here,
Okay, stop.
here with another video.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Been
Anyway.
watching Illuminae, going good so far. This character, really bad, not good for us.
Okay, let me do it. So, I made it to page 178. So much progress.
Whoa.
This book is really dark, and I should have guessed that from the way that it started. The virus is causing people to get violent. I'm talking like severed bodies and women, men, children getting really violent. And then I got to read what happens to Ezra's friend James. The whole section is about some soldiers, including James. They go into the area where they have all of the survivors from Copernicus. In Copernicus, There are all the people with the virus. Therefore, there's people who are getting violent, which explains what happens. If you're wanting to read this book, just beware that it gets really dark and violent, and people are dying and getting killed, and things are happening. Plus, today's Thursday. I've spent the day doing chores. I started editing this vlog, so I haven't read anything today. Hi. So, I've made it halfway through Illuminae, and it's already Friday. Things were getting very, very intense. The enemy ship Lincoln is getting closer and closer. Then there's this virus, and there's just so much going on. Something that I really liked about this is that we got a couple of sections. I think the section that I'm reading right now, it's in the perspective of Aiden, which is the computer system, the AI, the artificial intelligence that controls the entire ship of Alexander. Aiden is going through it. It's very philosophical almost. What am I? What is my purpose? Why do I exist? Yada yada yada. It's sections. Their sections. Aiden's sections are written almost in a poetic style. They read like poems. At least as I read it, that's what it gives me the vibe of. But yeah, between what I read last night and what I read this morning, that's as far as I've gotten. I'm hoping I can read some more tonight. I'm really interested to see what happens because the tension is rising so quickly, and we're only halfway through the book, which means that it can only get higher from here, right? I mean, this isn't the climax, so. Hello vlog! Today is Sunday. Yesterday I didn't read. Shame on me. I watched the 100 and Outlander, and I took a test, but I didn't read. Today, we are running errands. Jonathan's here again. Jonathan's here always. Say hi! But I did bring Illuminae with me so that I can read as we do things. I really want to finish it today. My plan was to read it throughout the week and finish it on Sunday, which is today. But I still have half of the book to go, and tomorrow I want to do like a review of the book. If somebody doesn't really want to watch this entire vlog but wants to watch a review of the book, I'm gonna add that as well. Things are so crazy. Aiden's being stupid, but I'm really enjoying its chapters in Aiden's perspective. It's very interesting. But yeah, I shall update you later. We're going to the library right now. My favorite place. I hate this book. It is time for me to do the review portion of this video. I finished the book. It was so good. I think I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars. In case you didn't watch the beginning of this video, now I feel like I'm not recording. I am recording. So in case you didn't watch the beginning of this video, I'm gonna give you a review about what the plot of Illuminae is. We're following two characters, Katie and Ezra. They are from this colony or planet called Carenza. Now in Carenza, they're mining this product that I can't pronounce illegally. There's this huge corporation called Baytech, and they want that product. So in order to take it, they decide to attack Carenza. Of course, that's completely illegal, and the UTA, which is the space police, find out and they try to rescue as many civilians as they can. They put the civilians in 3 different ships: Hypatia, Alexander, and Copernicus. So at the very beginning of the novel, we follow Katie and Ezra as they tell the story, or they narrate what happened in the colony when they were being attacked and how they made it to the ships. Now, there are a few things that are not right. First thing is that Aiden, the AI, the artificial intelligence that controls the ship of Alexander, Aiden is the ship, Alexander, isn't working properly. And then in addition, there is a virus that is spreading that's making people paranoid and very, very violent. And then in addition to that, Lincoln is an enemy ship controlled or hired by Baytek, who is following the civilians of Carenza, and because Aiden isn't working properly, the ship isn't working properly, and Lincoln is getting closer and closer and closer, and they may all die. Alright, that is the plot. Hope I explained it well enough. First of all, I loved the setup. I love that we get different files. They really went in with the graphics. Every page is different. There are some really beautiful designs, and it was just fun because you never know what's coming. You never know what new file you're gonna get. This book is very much plot driven, and I feel like there's always something happening. We do get some small breaks in dialogue. We get to see the characters communicate with each other and make fun of each other and just have a little bit of fun while all of the chaos is happening. I really enjoyed those parts as well. They made me laugh, and I got to know the characters better through that dialogue. Those were some fun little moments which contrasted really well when we got to the parts where we're talking about dead bodies and people dying, etc., etc. This book does get dark, not entirely explicit in my opinion, but you do get lines along the line of she's dragging a human heart around. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you're getting into. I feel like there's never any time to waste. Something's always happening. The tension grows and grows, and things just get crazier, and it's just the craziest ride. It's emotional and dark and funny at times. It genuinely made me laugh. I did cry while reading it. Something else that I really enjoyed is that Aiden plays a huge part in this book. And again, Aiden is a ship. And you even get sections in his or their perspective, and I really enjoyed those parts, especially because the writing style was just really beautiful. It's almost like Aiden is on stage doing a monologue very dramatically, and it reads beautifully. It was interesting being in Aiden's head. You also see small flecks of humanity. The ending was crazy. Amy and Jay, they really got me. I think this was really great if you're looking for something that's exciting. I literally could not read the last few pages fast enough. Let me check my notes, make sure that I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, there are some really nice twists. That's what I wrote in my notes. Oh yeah, Katie. Okay, Katie's our main character. I loved Katie. She's so great. She's brave and determined, and she wants to fight. She wants to survive. And I loved following her. She was amazing. So was Ezra as well. Okay, that's it. I'm done talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoyed this review. Hope that it helps you decide whether you want to read this book or not. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye!